Behind me is one of the most famous specimens of Wisteria sinensis in the UK, Chinese Wisteria, and it has the most fascinating history. Incredibly, all of the original specimens of Wisteria sinensis in the UK originate from just one plant. This original plant was found in China in the garden of a Chinese tea merchant named Mr. Consequa. In 1816, 2 cuttings were taken from this plant and brought back to England, from which all other Wisteria sinensis specimens were propagated from. This specimen at Kew Gardens is trained beautifully over this cage and dates back to 1820, making it around 200 years old. This is most certainly the oldest living descendant of Mr. Consequa's original Wisteria. Interestingly, as the cuttings were collected from Canton in China, Wisteria sinensis was at first thought to be tender, not realising that the plant is actually native to some very cold areas of China. For this reason, this Wisteria was grown in a circular hothouse, but by the time the horticulturalists had realised it was hardy, it was too late, having already twisted itself around the structure, and so this Wisteria has been wrapped around this frame for the past 200 years. Leaving this plant to grow on this iron framework has created the most magnificent arbour, covered with these beautiful hanging clusters of flowers. When you enter this floral cage, you instantly become immersed in the most lovely sweet aroma of the flowers, and the serpent-like stems twisting around the metalwork transport you into a world of fantasy. The 2 most common species of Wisteria grown in the UK are Chinese Wisteria, Wisteria sinensis, and Japanese Wisteria, Wisteria floribunda, and one of the easiest ways to tell a difference is that if looking from the top of the stem downwards, Japanese Wisteria twists clockwise and Chinese Wisteria twists anti-clockwise. Japanese Wisteria also typically flowers slightly later than Chinese Wisteria and has longer racemes of flowers. The beautiful ginkgo tree, also native to China, standing just next to this Wisteria, is one of the oldest trees at Kew, planted in 1762, and has been looking over this Wisteria for its entire life. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and check out all of the other videos on my channel. I hope you'll join me again soon.